One of our crews, KTVU's Brooks Jarose, is at Range and Bicentennial in Santa Rosa. You're right across 101 from the Kaiser Center there, which was evacuated. And I see the devastation behind you.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this. Right behind me, this was part of a trailer park here, and you can see just home after home after home that is gone. There's nothing left. Fires still burning, many of these from the gas lines from each of those homes. You can see them right through here. It almost looks like a bomb went off here. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And it's not just limited to this trailer park either. Across the street over here, there is another building that is still burning, still on fire. I was told part of this was an event center. There's a furniture store that was untouched behind it, but the fire is still raging there. We've seen a lot of fire trucks coming up and down these roads right around here and just passing by the burning fires. Here comes a few, watch the water here. Here come a few more right now. They've just been going up and down this road. And people are out here lining the streets, taking pictures. It's really smoky. It's hard to breathe out here. There's CAL FIRE. I want to show you some other stuff around here too. The road 101 is closed, so getting to this point was a little bit difficult, but we did manage to squeeze our way in here. You can see this truck, nothing left of it, all burned, charred, and behind it, this place, fire still burning here. A lot of people said at one point it was really dangerous where we're standing, and they're all lined up on an overpass down there watching and taking their cell phones. Just hard to believe the devastation. And we've only been here maybe 10 minutes, and just to look at all this and see hardly anything left of this business here. There are a couple safes you can see in this business that have survived, fireproof safes there, but that's really all remains. And it's hot out here. You can feel the flames still, and even in the back it was raging a little more earlier. So
Brooks, can I ask you, it looks, I don't see fire crews in these live pictures. It looks like they've moved on to some places they can save.
Yeah, I actually hear the sirens over and over and over again. Here comes some more, but they're rushing by us. So we have been told that they're more concerned about lives and not worried about structures at this point. So you can drive up and down many of these streets, and there are places just like this, burned out to the ground, and fire still visible, and they're passing right by them.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just took a look at that fire truck that ran right by you. That's from Gold Ridge,
yes,
and that's up near Pollock Pines. So you think about how far the response is coming, and that's well east of Sacramento. So, you know, there really is a huge response from all over California and beyond.
And we actually followed several sheriff's deputies from the Oakland area all the way up here, and they are just helping with the traffic situation and here for, you know, assistance of some sort. But we followed a full line of them coming up here, and as we approached, the smoke got thicker, it got darker. I was wearing sunglasses when I left the East Bay and came up to the North Bay, and it's almost like you're in a fog, but it's the middle of the day here.
Brooks, you get a sense, and I know you haven't been there long, but from folks starting to come up that they're almost like, what just happened? Yeah. Like, because there it looks like a calm situation. I mean, weather-wise, it looks a lot calmer than it used to be, but it's almost just like, did that really just happen? And there's nothing there at that location.
I think people are kind of how I'm feeling. You just can't believe it. This is like a scene out of a movie when a bomb goes off in your neighborhood, and this is what's left, and you're just lucky that you're standing here to look at it and that you're weren't in that fire. I mean, it's just, yeah, I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this.
We've seen a
and
couple
it's very spot.
Well, you know, Brooks, I mean, here we see a lady kind of walking up onto the burned area. We see more people coming our way. Any chance you might be able to ask in a sensitive way if they might be able to share with us their experience, what they're doing here? Perhaps did they work here? Did they live in the area? Get their stories for us?
Yeah, let me ask. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm
Are you from this area?
Yeah, I am.
So when you look at this, what do you think?
I mean, it's just devastating. This is something you might expect out of Southern California, but I mean, we're in a neighborhood right now. I don't even know how.
And this is your neighborhood?
I mean, I'm from pretty close to here, just a few miles away, so it's really devastating. I mean,
have you ever seen anything like this? Because just seeing things still burning leveled like this, what goes through your head?
you know, my friend is evacuating her elderly mother and her dog from her neighborhood. She thinks her house is gone. I mean, she's lived in that house for over 20 years. There's photos, there's jewelry, there's things that, like memories that can never be replaced. It's terrible. It's really terrible.
And for it to happen just so quickly overnight like this.
You know, it's amazing because I was driving home last night and it was so incredibly windy. Things were blowing everywhere and it was crazy because I had just been at the beach earlier and it was a beautiful, calm day. And so we were all commenting on how windy it was, and then this morning you just wake up and this stuff is still falling down behind us. I mean, the devastation's not over.
You know, from yesterday when you were thinking about that wind and everything, did it ever cross your mind that, oh boy, there could be some danger here?
No, not at all. And I mean, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I have a very close friend that I live with who is a firefighter, and he thinks that somebody started these fires on purpose. He said, you know, fires like this in all these multiple different locations, that just doesn't happen. He said that people who are arsonists look for really windy conditions, they wait for it, and then they start stuff like this.
Well, I'm sure your friend is out here now, one of the many who is trying to get this thing under control. You know, has you talked to him to get a sense of what it's like since he's been out here trying to fight this?
Well, I know earlier he was trying to go to Napa because we have multiple friends in Napa who actually own vineyards, and they can't get through, so they're focusing more on the local areas. But I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that's, I mean, there's no firemen out here. There's too many other things burning down, so they don't have enough help for sure. It's
pretty crazy seeing all of these fire trucks just rushing by us, and when you have flames right in front of us.
Yeah, it looks like something out of a movie. I mean, I can't believe it. I've never been close to anything like this before. I've never been this close to anything. This is not where you expect a huge fire to be.
Well, thanks for talking with us, and I hope that you and your family stay safe, and hopefully you won't have to go through what some have gone through with losing their home or their belongings and memories.
My prayers are out there for everybody being affected.
All right, thanks so much. And if you look down here, there's still some traffic and things, and people are getting out of town, but we've seen people just kind of standing around pointing and looking and taking pictures and things. We have what you're hearing there. This is a sheriff's deputy, and there is a power line. There is a power line down right here on this street, and this street, Piner Road, is closed, and so they're trying to just do some control and make sure people are safe. I want to mention that I've lost hearing you guys back in the studio, so I don't have a way to chat back with you, but we'll check back in with you in a few minutes. We're going to go into this trailer park and try to see if there's anyone here who has come back to see what's left, if anything.
All right, Brooks, thanks for that live report there.